Maybe if I push this box. Oops. Alright. Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. I got some fishing in yesterday with some soft plastics and got quite a few bites. However, gonna wait to continue until the gators are back and waiting. And so gonna wait till go to the pond, and that way I'm able to actually land fish. Because it's a little bit of a space between the water and the bank of the canal, and I don't want to have to drag anything up or anything like that. So Ben, actually I was looking for a waterfall for the desk, so it might keep me from ranting a little bit also, and then there'll be water sounds instead of silence. But over here on Thingiverse and what's the other one? Sketchfab, I gotta pull that up. Looking for some more stuff to print. Still waiting on some glue. And printed this for resins. However, looking at the print, again, it's for a specific brand, so I'm gonna keep this aside. And a little too small for any of the bottles that I have, so gonna keep it aside. And couldn't find any more for the purpose, so I just looked for nail polish bottle holders, which fit perfectly. So like the UV glue are best reviews. However, I'm sure they'll come in handy. And the Sally Hansen, some super glue, the Hypo Cement, and E6000, and it even fit the flashlight. Losing my voice a little bit. Woo! But trying to find some more stuff. I kind of ran through everything on Thingiverse, so now I'm trying to look at Sketchfab. The only thing with the Sketchfab is it's a different file type, so you just gotta convert the files to STL. Glide tying. Let's see, a lot of stuff to be printed in metal. Let's see, nothing there. Printing quite a few things. The fish heads, the fish eyes, the random organization caddies, like this one, has been a godsend, really. It fits everything that I use, and then some. Might even want to print another one of these, but that just is really, really useful. And then printed this, but still haven't really cleaned up these. Just gotta sand them a little bit, make it a little prettier. But it worked perfectly. There's quite a few patterns for fly tying tables and bobbins or directions, and this one was ideal because it was printed in one piece. A lot of the other ones were multiple pieces. And this thing, I think it took 11 hours to print, which is a little surprising because this is a little simpler than all the other ones. This is solid, and this took 6 hours. So I'm a little curious about that. I'm trying to think what else there is. I did see something called a CDC block for the feathers, and I think I could use that also for the EP fiber and stuff to kind of stack them and be able to hold them and then grab the ends. But and poppers would be cool. However, I'm not too sure if I print a popper, how do I attach the hook to it, and how do I keep it from falling off? Bonjour! Oh, losing my voice a little bit. Oh shoot! Let me pull that up. I gotta start trying to get into because my Facebook page, I can't get into the messenger. I don't know why they have to separate the two, but they do. Let's see. Oh wow, some more of Lefty Cray's lures are on Yeah, I'm gonna grab a pickle. My stomach is gurgling. For some reason, I had a big plate of pasta. Yeah, my stomach is like on fire. So these hot pickled okras will surely help. They're very good. I'm not sure if okra is, well, I'm sure it is popular in France. Well, I'm not sure of anything, but it's very good. Medicinal okra. Yeah, for some reason, last few days, ow, resistance is pain. But tried to paint some eyes. I wanted to make a woolly grubber because I haven't gotten that down yet, and not very good. Ooh, I still want to add varnish to them, but that doesn't come for a while. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so out of it. I think music would have helped. Here, let me turn my other phone. I have to grab the other phone because I can't see the chat. There's a box of thread in front of you. One more moment. Oh, probably should have waited a little bit before hopping on after eating. Yeah, made a huge pot of pasta the other day just to get rid of some meat that needed to be used. And I'm feeling it. I eat relatively small amounts, but multiple times a day because every time I eat food, I want to fall asleep. But, it's I have a little. And I made a down payment on a lure. I think there's like a surprise aspect though, so it's a little nerve-wracking and really exciting. Some lures hand-tied by Lefty Cray himself, who is the lad who writes all the books I've been learning from. He passed away in 2018. Quite a legend in these parts. Along the whole East Coast, really. And, wildly excited, but I haven't opened the messenger yet because I can get a little locked up and not knowing what to say, and it's very hard for me to keep from fangirling out because the lad was a legend, and I'm very excited. And so excited. In fact, last night I was a ball of nerves and spent the whole night just going through stuff and trying to downsize belongings and stuff like that. Why does the screen keep turning off? Let's get the video up. Oh man, my stomach is gurgling. The human form. Oh, it's painful. Let's see. Might as well try to get in here now. God, that so cool. Gonna be able to frame one of them. That's really something else. Alright. Like, it wants me to have a pin. I don't understand. Because the chat, it opens Meta Business Suite. Alright, so pin is, oh, it's gonna be sent to that phone. Yes, they will be framed. I have a shadow box frame, however, it currently has a, kind of like a rag doll that I made with just random stuff from the desk, and I think I'm gonna bust that out and put it in there, because I have some Cricut or cry cut paper. I'm not sure what it's for. I think it's one of those laser printers, however, it's really good stuff, because you can find it for like $1 a roll, but for frames, like this, comes with 3 colors, and it's really easy to just put a color or a backdrop on a frame. And for shadow boxes, and I'm really stoked for it. I think I'm gonna try to find like a royal blue or a navy blue, and make it pop. Like, she had deceivers, actual deceivers by the man himself listed. It wild. True heritage right there. Alright, so open my email to get this pin. Oh, I forgot about the Opus clips. There's this AI like software called Opus Clip, and you can run your streams through it, and it's pretty useful. I keep wanting to like edit some of them down, but I try to watch them as little as possible so I don't have that urge to think anybody has that where they watch themselves. Alright. Is that it? Let's see. Oh, goody. Comes tomorrow. Oh, he comes tomorrow. Oh gosh, there's 2 more little spots left for penetrator and head cement, and then I'll finally be able to get back tying, because I noticed watching, I mean, I've been watching a lot of videos, however, the DVD of Lefty himself, it dips every fiber in glue before attaching it, and especially with the salt water, I just want to hold off until I have some penetrator, because then things will be a lot more sturdy and nothing will pull out, and it'll be ready for a fish's mouth and to make contact with them multiple times. Alright. All scrambled. A little scrambled. Let's see. Hey, Walter, what's up? What did it say? Shoot, let me go back. Where did I go? Oh, before I forget, the Le Copain d'Abord. It sounds so familiar. It sounds so nostalgic. And really beautiful song. So please never hesitate A little out of it currently. I don't know what it is. I need energy. What's Church up to? Church is probably recovering after finding the pepperoni stick in the garbage. No, he just found it. But, Church is Church is doing his thing. Oh, you know what I can use this for? For drying. Sweet. The bigger ones in here. Because they don't fit in the other holder. Nice. Because when I gotta dry something, I have to kind of leave it precariously on the desk, but this way could, yeah. Very nice. And here's the beads that I painted last night. And they were brass. No, they're little cherry red. Got some nice weight to them. Not incredibly heavy. Been really wanting to make a woolly bugger. I might give it a go slightly. Because it's a perfect way to practice the dubbing and the hackle on something that could be used pretty well everywhere. Come on, you know you want to. Dang it. I painted beads specifically that fit on the hook, but I guess I failed to check one of them. Ow. And that doesn't want to go. Sweet. So it's not quite black. It's a dark, really dark red. And gotta look up a pattern. I'm running out of things to print, which is I had a small print list because a lot of this stuff, I mean, I'd have had to buy something like this from Amazon and wait for it, or a craft shop. However, I just realized I think I had something. Oh, anyway. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. A little out of it. And, yeah, Church is eating good these days. I think they got some beef and tuna earlier. Tuna steak. I really want to, oh man. Oh, I think there is. I've been craving a grilled cheese with tomato soup. And I think there is tomato soup in there. Kinda good. But this is more so in case a kid gets hooked on the pier, could just hand them this, and then they will forget about their pains. And then their parents could continue fishing. Thought about that because last time I was at Blue Heron, or one of the last times I was at Blue Heron Bridge, a kid did get hooked, and he was losing his mind, rightfully so. And so I was like, you know, I got hooked all the time. And then this other guy comes and talks about how he gets hooked all the time, but his hands were mangled, and he's like, see, I get hooked all the time, and I'm fine. And the kid's like, ah! So, hello, Spencer. Hello, Pimp J. Just scrolling around Thingiverse to find some useful objects. Printed quite a few things for the purpose of fly tying, and this I think is going to be ideal for the mono thread because I can't really get in there with any of the tools that I have currently, and it does snag a little bit, so that's not good. And maybe this kind of thread will be also good. And it's a little, it feels a little better, but I think I'm going to utilize these holes on the side to tie some elastic just to hold it. And Lefty said you could wrap it around the arm for some added tension. However, it's just such a messy print, honestly, because of the size. I could probably print it in fine or extra fine. However, God, my eyes feel weird. a season change, I think. I'm definitely a summer person. And I don't handle it well. But I do. And like I tried using a hair tie on this one to try to get it a little bit more. But maybe eradicating the infill and making it as, I think it's a little hollow, so it's a little loose. And if I take the infill out and maybe make it a finer print, it'll work a little better, because nothing likes to stay on it. And to be fair, it's not the right size bobbin anyway, or the right mono. This is for quilts work or applique, which I know that's used by a lot of people. However, this is just too thick, and got some thinner stuff en route. However, I think that comes the 26th, which I'm dying here, but a lot of the fly tying stuff on Amazon, like I could get the crystal flash next day, no problem, but the more specific, like the threads, like Amazon has like the cheaper quality stuff, but the stuff that like I read about usually isn't prime, and is, even though it's on Amazon, it's shipped through USPS, so it takes a little bit of time. And I might have gotten spoiled a little bit with not many shops out here, so I've been really relying on the internet. Oh, a snooker green felt, like a pool table. It would be nice felt. I actually used, back when I did a lot of beadwork, just scraps of felt and rolls of it, and it kept everything from rolling around. Oh, just like a pool table. Trying to get my dad's pool table back going. He has a large one with a ball return, quite nice, and I used to shoot quite a lot of pool back in the day, but it used to be so funny. I used to win like $5 here and there because, I mean, I would present myself a little, oh, wow, pool. But I grew up with a pool table at home, so it was a scheme, surely, but it was fun. It was actually at a Irish bar called Brogues, and it's still there. However, it's owned by Australians now. And which I haven't had the food there in a long time, but before they did offer bangers and mash, which was incredible. The gravy was so dark and very flavorful. It was a special place. And there was also a German restaurant down the street called Little Munich, and they had the red cabbage. Holy trucks. And really good sausages also. And what else? There was something else there. I can't remember if they did the German potato salad, but this time of year I start craving it. I could read the recipe. German potato salad is a hot potato salad with a vinegary sauce that gets soaked into the potatoes, and oh my god, it's good. Apple cider vinegar and sugar. So I just picked the first recipe that came up, which is on all recipes, probably not. Let's see. Okay, I give up already. I'm sorry. I love a good story and history. However, you gotta scroll like a mile to get to the dang recipe. And by that time, I've hit an ocean of ads, and then I scroll up, and then I scroll down, and then I scroll up. Man, my body is like making sounds on the inside. I should grab the book. Got the books in, and what a joy. The imitative fly tying book is not what I was looking for. However, it's very valuable and full of resources and really cool tips. However, pretty well all dry flies, and I don't really have anything to fish dry flies with, but I'm more than happy to make them. And just trying to focus on flies that I could put to use now. And I think streamers are going to be the most used. And haven't tied much, but trying to be patient because glue would be nice. I drank underage and that's when Flem owned it too. That was the owner. My mom had the biggest crush on him. She'd be like, "Hi, Flem." His name is Flem. And straight from my island. The dude was really cool. Ooh, what's that? Every time I open this thing, there's something new. Cool. Cool. I didn't expect a taxidermy section. Very nice. I'll flip this around. Excuse me. A friend of mine's going through a breakup, so feel free to holler. Very neat, huh? So, build up sand, soil, or asbestos around the around fish to midline of its body. Position and fish, or position. I really want to get that paper. The paper. I mean, you could do it with ink. However, it would be so sick to have some of the paper in my bag, and it's got the ink already built in. It's magic, and you lay your fish on it for fish prints. It's not terribly vivid, however, really, really beautiful. And I do have a ton of inks. Just have never tried that yet. Maybe with a panfish. Slowly trying to learn different uses, excluding just for food. An example would be, well, for pet food and fertilizer for the big trees, because Code actually uses fish emulsion already, which is $20 a gallon, and fish go around the roots anyway, so it would be really something neat to give a go. Grinche. Apologies. I don't speak French, but I very much, I love the language. I know a little bit of basics. Well, I don't know if I know the basics. I've convinced myself I know a few words, maybe is more like it. However, I don't know if you're French, but France is one of those places that's on my top list. It's been on my list for a long time. There's something about it that just, like, I need to experience in person. I mean, anywhere on the Mediterranean, incredible. And anywhere on this planet, really, but yeah, France always hit many spots for me for some reason. I don't ask myself many questions. I just like it a lot. So I'm going to the fly tying section. All over the place. My eyes don't even feel like they're open. Like, I am... Yesterday I kind of lingered around, did some fishing, and learning how to target bass. And I should grab the pole. I figured out what these are. So let's see. Did I miss anything? Okay. So again, thank you, Dear Safe. This has been a true treat, because a lot of this stuff I've been wanting to use, and a few of it I had no idea. So these were a total mystery. I just happened to click a video. I was planning on looking it up. I just got a little sidetracked. But anyway, I picked a video, and then they were using them. They're bobber stoppers. So it looks like the wire is super thin, and these beads are like impossible to escape. However, I was able to put these tiny little beads on 30-pound test line, and it just slips right on. That loop, you put your line through, and then this gets pulled onto it, and it keeps your weight in place. I'm sure it has many different functions, but that was next level. And I just used a soft plastic. I am gonna grab it. Make sure it's closed. No accidentes. So I was just using my kind of falling apart reel. However, got a few bites on it, but I feel like I'm kind of afraid of catching anything because I don't want to drag it up the side. And like when I do hook something, what am I gonna do? And so, not exactly sure if it's proper. Like, however, weedless. So I finally got to, and just a worm with some flash in there. And this little black thing is the bobbin stopper. I don't know if you can see. And I was quite shocked that it was able to slip on this. It must be like a type of rubber with some stretch. And put a worm weight on it, which I used to call them bullet weights, jeez. And got a few bites on it that like clear as day bites. And just I think a little anxious on the canal. And I was fishing for panfish because they're so light. But I caught something bigger. Oh boy, I don't know what I would do. And I had to stop a few times because Thomas Nathaniel III, the big boy, little boy, is on one side, and then you got the one that intimidates him away on the other side. And I just know they're gonna start stealing fish or trying to again. And great tenderizer, but there's all kinds of things down there. And it would be nice to get bass, and I really want to try to get some catfish again because after I test the pond, people eat from it. I mean, why else would you catch a pile of tilapia and throw it in a cooler? And so I think I'm just overthinking it, and just like lacking experience because saltwater, you know, maybe it was from some rough saltwater before, and but it would be really nice to get some freshwater fish. And like reef fish, if you eat reef fish every day, I don't know how often you have to eat reef fish, but there is a toxin that could cause your skin to itch. I don't know much about it, but if you look up eating reef fish causes, I think yeah, this thing was, I'm not sure where my dad got it from, but he passed it on to me, Fishing Encyclopedia, and really, really useful. Can't get over the asbestos fish. It was quite shocking, but asbestos was used for all kinds of things. I always think that like what is being used today, that's going to be like tomorrow's asbestos and stuff like that. And really, really good fly section, if I could find it, as well as soft plastic section, and it goes into just about every fish, and it's I'm just like forgetting what the order of alphabet is today. And it's really interesting also to look through old fly tying books because a lot of the methods seem to be very different. And like the thread seems like it was much thicker and therefore knots were deployed. I could be wrong. I mean, it's a pretty dang wide field, so I feel like there is a lot of variety in the attaching of things, because it's all strategic attachments, kind of. So I really want to focus on streamers. I just feel like I'll get the most use out of those with the setups that I have currently. And I gotta dig out some. I'm not sure what kind of paint is used to paint these. I'm sure they're steel. I wonder if nail polish remover will work. Because, yeah, I don't need it. I need eyes. I just want to throw one in a, kind of like a vat of nail polish remover. Let's see. Does nail polish remover acetone, does that affect silicone? Should look that up. It does feel like that too. Especially when you're reading through the, like, Howell's Coho Fly. Trailer hook attached to main hook with leader material. Wing. Long white polar bear hair above body, overlaid with bright green polar bear hair, topped by 6 or 8 slender strands of peacock curl. Long white polar bear hair. Heavy oval silver tinsel. Civil tinsel. Lacquered. Black with white eye. Black sensor. I have some, like, I guess spell books, if you will, and it's very similar to these recipes. I used to try to find plants through all cultures and histories, so I have a bunch of books that have, like, how we would refer to as, I guess, I don't know, but really interesting, and a really interesting way to have found a bunch of plants, because there's a lot of plants that have been used just about by all people, however, documented a little bit more extensively in, like, folky settings. And a lot of story and stuff like that. Okay, so we're at the beginning. Yeah, there we go. So the streamers, what I understand, saltwater flies are essentially large streamers. And the marabou feathers come today, so I'll be finally able to make a deceiver. But I still want to, like, wow. I know I react this way every time I open this page, but they look like hawk heads. Really nice. I believe I have this type of feather, but everything has something that I have not found yet. And I just don't know where to start, really. Like these grizzly feathers, really, really hard to find. I did find one on eBay, but it looks like kind of torn apart a little bit. Oh yeah, acetone. I know I have some somewhere. Alcohol. That's not acetone. Where would I put that? Acetone. Okay, maybe it's over here. Got a bunch of random chemicals everywhere. Acetone. I have 2 bottles of this stuff. Okay. Fresh eyes. Come on. Oh, I have rubber sitting there. I don't know what that could be used for. God, I really don't know where I could have put that. Acetone? Oh. No, there's alcohol. But I feel like it's in this area. Okay, this is it. It's pretty evaporated, but it's got one of those nifty applicators. I'm just going to get some. I've been meaning to do this and I keep forgetting. Oh, it does destroy silicone. Okay, so I won't keep it from. Is that working? Yeah. See, I like to think that I accidentally grabbed the bottle of acetone when I was trying to clean my watercolor palette. This was a very long time ago. I just moved out of my parents' house. And wouldn't you know it, my palette started melting. I feel like that would be obvious to most. Hey, it's working. Good. Good. Get some big, gonna get crazy Charlie. What is mean smell? So, I know it's an oldie goldie. 1965. I thought it was, I really need to put this in something. I guess like a little ceramic. I don't think there's enough in there for that. I could just sacrifice the acetone and just leave the beads in there. But it is working. So that's good. Because these are nice size. And a lot of the beads on it is chipping anyway, so I don't think I'm really... anything old I try to maintain, because time doesn't stop and things just get older. Alright, I'm just gonna leave it in there, away from silicone. On a block of wood. I'm definitely gonna pick that up and think that's trash. I did find a giant bag, which is perfect because I needed it. Been needing something to put this guy in because all the edge fur, if I cut that off, nobody's gonna notice. And I just don't know what else to do with it. It's a pelt of something. I got it at a yard sale out here. Somebody had some beaver, or is it not beaver, maybe it's otter. So it never responded. I posted on a local hunting group trying to find fur and feathers. A lot of responses. However, golden age indeed. You know, there was a kind of not quite Woodstock scale, but like Monterey Pop, what is it called? Palm Beach Pop Festival, I believe. And everyone was there. A friend of mine was there actually and lost one of his Clark Desert boots. And 60 something. And I can't imagine what Florida was like back then. In West Palm, there was a drive-in theater. And yeah, everything. All different species of fish. Like there's even a snook section. Snook has been a prize catch in these parts for a while, and then for a while it kind of disappeared. Like, I don't want to say disappeared, but the numbers weren't like the stories that I heard. And only recently have I seen like Code actually got really good footage of them swimming, 2 of them swimming. I startled one, I think that was sleeping, but between some mangroves. I don't know if it was sleeping or just like taking a moment to itself, but it's like, ah, and then swam out. It was really cute. It was a small one. And one of the most pretty fish. I think the reason why I like the the visual of them so much is they do remind me of pigs for some reason, and therefore blue. But they do have a very like domesticated pig shape to their face, and same thing with hogfish, obviously hogfish, but that's one fish I don't really want to catch because I really, really enjoy swimming with them, and I really enjoy seeing them eat. Every time under Blue Heron Bridge, I maybe see one. I see a few sheep's head, but usually just one or none hogfish. Not sure. I want to get something printing, but I think I ran out of things to print. I printed this. Don't know if you'll see. And well, at first I printed this one for the varnish because they're usually in bottles like this, too small. And so I was gonna scale this up, but then I realized I could just find one for nail polish bottles, and I mean it was too small for the. I do have a few bottles of nail polish because they make really good paints to paint the heads, just like model paint, just they kind of smell a little bit more, believe it or not. Well, to me they do. They have a different smell, and but it fits everything perfectly. Got the UV glues, super glues. Forgot what they're called for a second. Flashlight. Or Sally Hansen's, which I forgot what I used to call them now because all the people, it's on every flat tire's table, and I don't know why I get so, when worlds collide, that's what I mean by it, like when worlds collide, and if anyone ties flies, it might be really worth looking into nail art. The videos do have me like, sometimes because they do like all that cuticle stuff. But the art is astounding. The materials are limitless, and the polygel, they can make every shape, texture. The stamps. So they have these really thin plates of metal, really like paper thin, and those have patterns on it, and I'm sure they have fish scales, and stripes. The patterns, and then you paint your colorant on that, and then you take this silicone stamp and then you press that on it, and it lifts it up on the silicone stamp or rubber stamp. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Magic. And then you can put that print on anything effortlessly. And yeah. Oh, really? We have one too. I'm not sure if it's still. They've been talking about closing it for a while. Lake Worth Drive-In. But I love that spot. That's actually where I saw Perfect Storm for the first time. So is it still up? They do flea markets there now. Well, they've always done flea markets. Dang. So yes, they posted a post. We hope this message finds you well. We've got an exciting question. Yes. How do you feel about bringing the drive-in experience to our community? Yeah, bring it back. I'd much rather see a movie in a car than. I like movie theaters just fine. I end up just wandering around the building. I really miss the movie co in City Place in West Palm Beach. Huge corridors and really like long hallways. It's really fun to wander through. But I don't spend much time watching the film itself. And they have like a little arcade thing in it, which is always fun. But the drive-in, and no sticky floors. The floors are obnoxiously sticky. And yeah. I know that's a pretty lame thing to complain about a movie theater, but oh my god, you can hear it. It's rough. But in a car, you know, you can wander around, play frisbee. Used to throw footballs back and forth while we were watching films. Yeah, I wish. Oh man, I just realized this post was from last year. Well, any updates? Guess not. I hope they bring back. Become a vendor for a day. Oh, you'd be a vendor. I got so much random stuff to sell. I really gotta hit the flea markets. They're just so far from here. Oh, yep. Hello, Loki. What animal did I say? Oh. Perfect Storm. I have quite a few of the female ship captains books. Linda Greenlaw. What animal did I say? Snook? Wait, that was a while ago. Shoot, I have a bad habit of, I think I'm gonna get a little waterfall for the desk, so it's like water sounds, because I do fill the silence with my own voice. Someone said that, I had too much dead air in my streams a long time ago, like 3 years ago, and, yeah, they're pretty awkward streams. I mean, they still are, but anywho, Linda Greenlaw. I didn't get through the book, but it was swimming season, so I wasn't sitting around much. And with the cold weather, it's going to be a really nice read. She's the female ship captain that is in Perfect Storm. I really do want to get the book, the original book that the movie's based off of. And really cool woman. She's a swordfish captain. She was actually on Deadliest Catch once or twice. I'm not sure how many times, but she was on it. But she was on it for long, and like there's a bunch of theories. I think you know, some shows like are really heavily on the entertainment aspects, and like the one dude came at her and was like, oh, I know you messed with my crab traps. And she's like, bitch, what? Like, sometimes boats get caught on other people's traps, and it's not, like, nefarious. And she just didn't seem to know what the dude was talking about. And shortly after, she was off. I also was trying to practice with the hackle feathers, doubling them. Last night, I was kind of breaking my brain trying to do it. You rub the all over the place. Lost without being able to tie. I feel like I should just wait for the glue, or else I'm going to end up, I don't know, not very, I won't have much confidence in anything that I tie. And, Bass Pro did a series with Lefty Cray, and so you're really able to see. There's a few here and there videos on YouTube. I've only been able to find one really on the Bass Pro. Let me move this. I'm very all over the place. But no. Get Botox one day. Okay, so this is what I've been trying to learn. I've been practicing pretty much on these feathers that I pulled off of my skirt. Which I kind of want to go to the mall. There are those like fast. Oh, no, I'm rotten at that side. This side I'm a lot better. So there's a lot of those fast fashion shops, and I'm thinking that might be an excellent source of feathers, because a lot of things have feather trim on it. And Forever 21 is an example of a store that has like an endless supply of inventory. And I'm thinking if I could find stuff that's either trimmed with feathers or cheap jewelry. That might be an easier way to source feathers. And been hitting up pretty much every community as I can, almost. I'm trying to learn how to double the hackle, and it's not going well. Because when I put hackle on stuff, I don't double it, and I wonder why all the fibers are getting caught in between the layers. And I really want to get this down before I try another woolly bugger. Because last time my slight OCD, I guess everyone has it, when they're trying to make little things, I ended up picking all the feathers out because they were all tucks and stuck, so I picked them out, but all that removed tension from the fiber or the thread that was wrapped around it. And I have been looking for local groups, but I just haven't seen any in this area. A lot of hunting groups, which I have been hitting up for feathers. Anyone with roosters too, I'm down to either trade labor or material. I've been collecting a bunch of skulls in hopes to be able to trade those for some feathers. And I also found a whole turkey on eBay, but I lost a bid for it. And a whole turkey. And I have some like full wing feathers. However, I'm not sure what species they're from. And reminds me on a big drive. Oh yeah. Is there any form of drive-ins in Ireland or the UK anywhere? I wonder if that's like an American thing. Y'all got Heinz ketchup? No, just kidding. UK drive-in. I suppose the weather might not. Hey, in Ringwood. And on Hearn Road, Matcham, St. Leon. Which one is that? Which one of that is the city? Hearn Road, Matchams, St. Leonard's, Ringwood. Drive-in Cinemas UK. Very cool. I want to get over there so bad. Don't tell code. I was looking at Patagonia jackets. Had no idea they were like $600. I mean, granted, they're for like scaling glaciers or something, but yeah. Really gotta hit the thrift store a little bit more because I found that one jacket for I think it was like $13 for what it is. I think that's really. So I can't really figure out what this says. Oh, okay. Well, there's a Margate in the UK. We have a fish called Margate and a city. I think it's a city. It might be an unincorporated. God, I'm so out of it. I can't fall into. I'm very anxious for mail. 108. Oh. So the skirt had feathers. That's where these are from. But look how, like, if I were to buy this many hackle feathers, it would be astronomical. And I know they're not, the length isn't the best, but for small flies and little deceivers, perfect little hackle feathers. And they take dye really easily. Like this one that I kind of butchered last night is from the same skirt. However, it just ran a yellow Sharpie over it, and it's super vibrant. Or it's like a kind of an ashy lavender, And one tiny little section of it holds so many feathers. Pretty endless amount. My cat tore apart the skirt. However, I pretty much got it for the feathers anyway, so I just needed an excuse to cut them off. Could make like a headpiece. Oh, not like that. I'm sorry. Like a feather flower person. And this is from a hat. And that's a ton of ostrich curl. I believe that's what this is. Definitely have a few methods of finding it. It's a little hard without yard sales and thrift stores. Which there are yard sales out here and I've scored at them, but they stop them at like 11 in the morning. Which, everything is so far, so by the time I make it to one part of the road, it's already not much time. So I have to choose directions, and like if I choose to go north, not gonna have any time to go south. And where are you finding both feathers? I haven't signed into Temu or anything like that yet, but I have the marabou coming. So this one type of feather that, one of the reasons I think it's hard to find is people are putting them in their hair, and they're very expensive. It'll be like one of that feather and a few other ones for 15 bucks. So like there's ewing, which I'm not sure what the difference between ewing. I believe it's a type of rooster. And yeah. And Amazon has one, but oh, that's why I keep opening Japanese Amazon. When I was getting pixel art books, I pretty much could only find them in Japan. I think they sold out. Not coming up. Yep. But that's the same pack as in multiple places. It's they're long, kind of, some people call them streamer feathers, well, like some shops did. Ewing, grizzly, rooster feathers, and they're like the ones that, I mean, pretty much all the deceivers, not all the deceivers, there's an unlimited variety of color combinations. Which I put a down payment on a lefty lure. No, I haven't like picked one out or anything. I'm just gonna let them do that, and but there's like a surprise aspect, so I don't know what to expect, and I think I don't know. I think even Code was talking to her, so I don't know what to expect. I can't get over it. It's American history, human heritage, and be able to like frame it and stuff. There's a spot in the wall that I'm always like staring off into, and I think that'll be a perfect spot. But what are these hair things called? Rooster feather hair, literally. Hair extensions, that's it. So I've been trying to look at kind of, yeah. Whoa. Those are dyed. 50 for 259, but that's like a moonlight feather thing. But it's serious. Well, now all kinds of them are popping up, but like grab the phone. Looks, one is $35 and it comes with like a few feathers on it. But I think that's one reason. And I do have a down feather pillow. I was gonna try to see what kind of feathers are in there. But look at this. finally understanding. $35. What? Ain't no way. $35. So I'm thinking at fast fashion places, well, that's still trend, will have those long feathers. And I don't need them long, because that's probably the longest I'll be using. And it's just gotten to be really difficult to find. And let me see if woolly pack grizzly and bugger pack. Yeah, they're out of the grizzly. All kinds of dyed ones. Gray. Oh, they do have it. They do. Nuh-uh. Why would 1 be 25 but 3 is 27? Must be a tiny little... Dream. Oh, that's something I haven't thought of, because that is... I looked up craft feathers, but not dreamcatcher feathers. I was looking at, for the rooster feathers, and I found a fly tying kit, a travel kit, that had a good amount of the feathers in it, and it was the same price as that amount of feathers. But you get all the fly tying materials, tools. This saddle hat. 1,200? Oh, 120. Still 120? Nice. Let me do assortment. Check on the eye. Wow, they have pheasant feathers. It's incredible how, that's what I mean by different worlds, because I looked up a bunch of different craft feathers, but I didn't put dreamcatcher feathers, and this is coming up with really, like the more natural one, which I like the dyed ones a lot, especially for the salt water, which is a score because they're usually really cheap. And then trying to find more. Oh, nice. Maybe if I put rooster. Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be getting that pack because 180 feathers. And those bright orange ones would be ideal for deceivers, especially freshwater deceivers. Got those cichlids, and they're really, they could get really fiery looking. And those striped ones I've never seen before. And the golden pheasant. Those are my favorite. I haven't used them yet. I only have a few. But the golden pheasant, I have a book on Birds of America, and been kind of looking through that for different types of feathers. Because like in Magic the Gathering cards, one could get really pricey, but there might be another card that has a similar effect and similar color composition and that kind of thing. That is ideal. Came completely clean. I think there's just a little bit of color left, but That is much nicer than, well, everything has excuses, but I at least got 2 sizes. So I gotta find the other bottle of acetone and just soak the chain. That is really ideal. Anywho, was trout fly, salmon fly, not sure. The lefty, the deceiver. I think, I think it's pretty much like a all over the place fly. It's used to replicate a bait fish, and you can make it in any size. And like I've seen huge ones and itty bitty ones. I tried to make an itty bitty one, but it didn't come out very good. And these little guys will be perfect. I'm stoked for glue tomorrow because I could get back tying. And God, I wish, I don't want to say there's not any in Florida, but oh yeah. Okay. So now we have trout. I don't want to sound like a total idiot. I've never really heard salmon in these parts. Oh, interesting. We have blue house salmon, which is salmon raised in a Florida blue house. Oh, cool. Blue house is just blue house. Guessing blue house is kind of like a indoor type of setup to grow fish. Interesting. I did not know that. I know we have speckled trout and sea trout, and it looks pretty similar to those gorgeous specimens that you see in fly fishing videos. Those just a speckled, really, really nice looking fish. Speckled trout, Florida dispersion map. Any species plus dispersion map is ideal. You can see exactly. So let's see. I've never seen one in person, but one of the prettiest fish. It's a little more north of the easternmost point. As soon as the easternmost point starts turning in north, I wonder if Sebastian Inlet would be a place to go. Oh, they're so pretty. Speckled trout. So pretty. Oh, there's the snook. Snooks are really, really gorgeous. Peter DeBille has some footage under Juneau Pier, and schools and schools of snook, and then they're hook shy, and the pier master at Lake Worth Pier said it's amazing to see them disappear because as soon as the season flicks on, they're out of there. Mostly upstate, yep. Gotta get open over there. Speckled trout, that would be intense. to see in person. Something so classic. Very used to snuck, because that's pretty much what people target here. And really, really nice, really clean. And like in some of the waterways, they'll turn like a brown, almost so you can't see that stripe, especially near the spillway. And it's just in between Lake Worth and West Palm. However, when you go when the gate is open, but they're just about everywhere. I'm trying to find a very, very cute picture. Oh, I have that lion, a few species. So which one is the... Because there's some that have like this big bump on its head. And can't really find a picture. You'll see it underneath. Let me put swimming, because when people hold them, their head is up a little bit, so I'm guessing that's why. Yeah. Some of them will have like a really almost dolphin-like. Oh, I can't wait to try the kingfisher fillet. That's one of the most classic ones that I've seen thus far, so thank you for that. And I often never know where to start, but I would describe that one as like if you made an emblem of a fly, like it reminds me of that, just the classic, almost like emblem-like fly. Let me look at patterns, because if it comes tomorrow, I'm back. I just like sometimes. Ooh. Sometimes I'm not too sure how like the crustacean eyes stay in place, because sometimes like they don't have any ridges in the mono, so like how does it stay in place? Glue. I mean, I guess it's obvious. However, a lot of videos I don't really see that on that step. And I did want to look to see if there was one right here. Ooh. I mean, it's dry now. It still dries so fast. Let's see. I feel like there has to be one in here. Probably be on this side. This one's my favorite. It's got 2 hooks. But I can't wait until I could tie like that. Almost there, material-wise. I could have sworn I saw one just like that. It would just be nice to have tactile. I'm not sure what makes these. Like, is that a tube? And you flatten it and cut it after epoxying it? Because that would be really nice to get into. I just don't know how it's done. And it's like a woven material. And it does seem cut. Or maybe it's just round fish shapes and you attach 2 of them and seal the 2. There's quite a few. These little trouty looking ones. I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to signify. These are from Scotland. But I haven't run into that material yet. What was that? Crazy Charlie, I think. Which I think would be good for bonefish here. It looks just like the bonefish flies. And trying to find a spot near here for that. And live pretty much on the northern sections of the Everglades, swampland, wetlands, and all the farms are being taken out to make mass housing. But now the new developments that have been built are complaining about more developments going in. They're like, hey, don't take all the farms, we dig this rule. And you can't have a boat in your driveway. $900,000 and you can't have a boat in your driveway. It's like it's beginning to eat itself. And like, we can't have golf carts apparently, and they're more than, you know, more than allowed to have golf carts, but they can't have boats in their driveways. No campers, no RVs, agricultural area in the swamp, nothing like I was just quite taken by that. Rainbow trout, that's top beautiful holy trucks fish right there. Yeah. See, that's the one that is just so pretty. Holy mackerel. Wow, that's big. It's not that pink. Anything with like the greens that go into oranges or pinks, wow, the vibrancy is astounding. I gotta work on my posture. I've been sitting at this desk for too long. Azalea Bank sells a thing, believe it or not. Rainbow trout that's it. Brown trout. I don't know if I know brown trout. Oh, wow. So they're all just gorgeous? Wow. Oh, that face. I got a silly face. Yeah, the trouts, they just look so soft, and like, you're not gonna get stabbed or cut on anything. A lot of the fish you see me wear gloves quite frequently because I don't know how to hold some of them. Because what's that when you hesitate? I hesitate, and that hesitation is exactly when they start flapping around again. And some things are venomous, and I don't want to make contact with it, and I just have to get that grab down. But trout, anytime I see people catching trout or releasing trout, they always look so soft and really like almost like they don't even have scales. Really pretty. I'm gonna look up trout scales. Oh wow, yeah. Really itty bitty tiny scales. They're so smooth looking. Intense. Tiny little scales. Never, but no. HOA, I don't understand. Like, I'll be real, I feel like it's a kink at this point because why would you want that? An HOA. Your decorative flowers are 2 inches over the limit. I don't even know. See, like, my hometown is very artsy. They're trying to, like, get people to, wow, look at that. The print, the colors, everything. But they're trying to get people to stop putting little statues out and stuff like that. And, yeah, HOA, ooh, I don't understand. And, like, yeah. And I see in comment sections too with HOAs that people do dig them, and like but the reasons are always like kind of want to know what everyone's doing or something, and like you can't wash your car in your front yard in some of them. I see a lot of HOA content, and it's always like Twilight Zone. Back my dad's day, he caught oh, dang. Yeah, salmon would be nice. Oh, they get big, huh? Cutthroat trout salmon. Wow, that's so sick. Cutthroat trout, and it literally looks like it's. Wow. Prized and unique species. I guess we got them in Colorado. That is sick. I can see now why there's so many books about trout and catching trout and everything trout. Because they're gorgeous. And every species seems to be like really nice to look at. I just love the speckled fish. A lot of stripy fish and a lot of vibrant fish here. Not a lot of speckled fish come to mind, like at the top of my mind. Silvery fish, like the Mojara, their scales refract every color, so it looks like a rainbow, holographic. I'll look up trout. Trout species chart. Wow. Brook trout, that's nice looking. Wow, the brook trout has white dots with little red dots on the inside. Golden rainbow trout, wow. Yeah, it's just that classic beautiful fish. I guess this would have been a good Kinto stream. Kinto stream, I could share the page and also share the 3D printer so you can watch it print. It's got a little camera in it. Maybe I should look at fly tying tools and see what I'm missing. There is a really nice feather block, but I printed one and it is in here. Printed way too small or something. I don't understand. I guess maybe the scale wasn't proper, so you're supposed to scale it yourself. And the print failed anyway. But I'm not exactly sure what to do with it. Like I tried putting fibers in it to hold them, because I thought maybe I could use it for that. They don't like to stay. Because then I could stack fibers for like schminnows and tails. I don't get it. Scrap bag. Probably pull materials out of that more than the actual material bags. Oh, I'm so excited. Super, let's see. Mind aluminum. No, 100%. I really don't get it. Like, the HOA thing. And I I feel like it bites so many people in the ass, because what happens if you do want anything? Like, I know in certain historical areas you could only plant certain flowers and paint your house certain colors. That I kind of get, because, like, you know, like St. Augustine, it's such an immersive experience, and I feel like the people that pay to live in that area are living in that area for a reason. But that's just like historical areas. HOAs are usually like copy and paste blocks and cul-de-sacs and that kind of thing. In high school, I got lost in a gated community once, and I could not find any bit of, like, because cars, they all kind of look the same to me. I mean, SUV car, but between brands and models and makes, they all kind of blend together. I could not find my way back one bit, and there was no unique, like, features to go off of. I can't imagine growing up in one personally, because I feel like a lot of the ones in this area are just shades of brown, like hardly any color. Everyone gets one palm tree. It's, like, I do want to try to get code in the idea of one of those nature pool you can swim in, but you can be fishing in too. And I always wanted to try to build one of those. And just need a ton of pond liner, like as wide as possible. And I'm guessing that's how you go about that, pond liner. And there's a guy out here on YouTube and I can't find the channel, but he fishes in his backyard for tilapia, for bluegill, all kinds of stuff. And my friend up the road, she has a little pond in her yard, and she's got pet bass. So I can't ask her to fish in her pond. But yeah, I don't know, it would be really fun to make a pond. I mean, the swamp tank is over a year old and it's doing beautifully. And would be able to grow water chestnuts, lotus, cattail, all kinds of things. The aquatic areas are really arrowroot or duck potato. There's a bunch. Yeah, I do see, like they look so soft. That I just remembered something. I'm not even gonna say it all. The internet can be a very dark place. I just don't understand how some things are able to be on Facebook, but when I send it or share an advent calendar, I get a talking to. I've seen some gnarly stuff on Facebook these last few days. Just scrolling too. Not even like going into any like groups or like dark crevices. Uh, just scrolling basic timeline. I'm very worried about the fate of humanity. But for real, like, no judgment. A lot of judgment. But, in all realness, it's just, I guess, a growing pain. Let me into my chat. It just won't let me into the business suite. I don't know why I can't just open the little, like, messenger bar, just like normal Facebook. It opens Meta Business Suite, and I just, it won't let me in. I should cut a piece of felt also, because I could poke the flies in the felt when they're drying. There's a rotary tool, and it's quite literally just a foam wheel, and you stick your flies in that after you put head cement or epoxy on it, and it just slowly turns it so you don't get any uneven things. I honestly couldn't believe that it existed. saw it in the Lefty Kreh DVD, which this has been incredible. There's a few more of them I'm going to try to find. It wasn't the easiest to find the saltwater one. And the whole DVD series, I'm sure, is going to be incredible. White River Fly Shop put them out for Bass Pro, I believe in 2000. It doesn't have any literature in it. It must have said on the DVD itself. But wow. I didn't know also, picked up or pointed out that people do indeed fly fish for marlin, which is just wild. Speckled fish equals brown trout. Yeah, and I saw one woman, she had made a little pond for her chickens and just filled it with minnows and gambusia, and they loved the heck out of it. And I think that'll do just well. And start off with, also, it has like a old hot tub, and maybe that inflatable hot tub, but the shell is intact. I was wondering maybe that even to use as kind of like a makeshift pond liner. I made a small pond, and I found the pond shell on Facebook Marketplace for $25, which was an absolute score. And I found one in the garbage. I was like screaming to turn around the car. My dad's like, that pond is gonna be there. And I'm like, no, it's not. And by the time we made it around the block, somebody was putting it in their truck. But we already found these huge concrete flower planters. And the guy was like, hey, I'll trade you this for those planters. But the planters were for my parents' house. I was like, oh no, that's good. The planters almost broke my dad's back. It's probably what gave him the hernia, honestly. I wish I never seen him. I just we like going out in bulk pickup because people are throwing away all kinds of furniture, and a lot of like mid-century furniture, all kinds of stuff, and just really good stuff. And like a glass table with the iron footing, and I just happened to turn my head and saw these big cement planters, which could be sold for $200 each. Somebody already offered them $200 each, and so definitely worth it. I couldn't get a single. I could lift some heavy stuff, in my opinion, sometimes, but I couldn't budget, and he somehow got both of them on the truck. So I just wish I didn't see him. Because they've been sitting in the front and nobody can move them. And can't plant anything where they are. Let's see. Yeah, I think a pond would be ideal. Bigger the better. Because also turtles would be sweet to have. They wander in the yard quite frequently. Cool. Yeah, that's something I never really, I mean, I know people feed hard-boiled eggs to chickens, and then the internet loses its mind, but it's very good. And but I'm so ingrained by seeing them eating just grain. However, they're I can't think of chickens anymore without Werner Herzog. Like, he had that weird rant where he was just talking about how stupid chickens are. I love chickens. I love chickens so much, and I think they're quite impressive little things. They are. They have a interesting way of catching them in Asia, I believe. You cup a leaf with a toothpick, and you put a piece of food on the toothpick, and they pick it up, and just like a crab, they don't want to let it go, so they have this leaf in their face. I think you could find it by saying catching chickens with leaves or something. That is hilarious. Yeah, I miss having chickens. I had 2 for a very short period of time. When a storm rolled through, I still can't explain it. Had the shell rock and everything that I read that was necessary. And I was even reading all the afflictions like cornfoot and like all the weird little afflictions that are able to be remedied at home. Just to I still can't explain that one. Oh, they're good eating. See, sometimes I hear people saying do not eat or they're bad eating. Oh, why am I typing that? Eating trout. I really enjoy trout. Yeah. I see. I've never fished for trout, so I'm not too familiar on their edibility. However, I always hear people say, or maybe I'm thinking of bass. Maybe I'm thinking of bass. Eat a trout once in a while, says this. Shrew eating trout. That sounds like a book, like a children's book or something. Weird Nature, the shrew eating trout. That's wild. That makes sense why there would be mouse flies. I haven't yet looked up mouse flies and what is targeted with them. The shrew eating trout. Oh, they look like, it looks like salmon. Are they related? Let's see. Trout. Well, that's the first question. Oh. Oh. They're closely related to salmon and have similar migratory life cycles. Most trout are strictly, oh dear, potamodramas, Potamodromous, spending their entire lives exclusively in freshwater lakes, rivers, and wetlands, migrating upstream to spawn in the shallow gravel beds of headwater creeks. That's gonna bother me. Why do I say this? Potamodromous. Trying to find a website that like says it. You know what? I'm gonna look for it in Spanish because then I can reverse it.
Potamodromous.
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 Potamodromous. Usually I thought the dictionary sites have a little speaker so you could hear how it's pronounced. However, I find myself just saying it in a random language, and you get to also learn it in Spanish.
Potamódromo.
And but it has the little speaker in it. Yeah, he's got the biggest hernia I've ever seen. ever seen. Huge, like a football. And if he like sits up, it goes and it like shoots out. And I don't know why I didn't really know what a hernia was. I wish I never looked up what it was. It's his intestines. That's what it is. It's his intestines ripping out and like being squeezed to the other side. That's another reason why I think this cart is a good idea. Because usually I just pack mule it and throw everything on my back and then go into whatever direction and just kind of disassociate a little bit to make sure I don't fall over. And until I make it to the destination, which I don't mind because it's a really good workout. However, that is terrifying. And interesting. Definitely look up Freya Herzog's on chickens. It'll make you cackle if anything, because very. It's just like they're so stupid, and it's hilarious sounding. It's one of the most random things I've heard in my life, and it pops into my mind all the time now. Which reminded me of Sparge, and how he's faring. I don't know if anybody here knows who Sparge is, but he is a dude that like Gotis. Let's see. I think he finally was banned on most things. Anti-nutrients. Gotis. But he dude's a which like I had so many good points and stuff like that, but like dark dude. And long story short, his girlfriend, who's very nice and like was attacked in a very horrific way, and like I'm guessing like he had something to do with that. I don't know. The whole thing is wild, very internet and very internet. But he got big for a while for going to like vegan rallies and like eating raw bits of meat here and there. But then just kind of went to a dark spiral. But I think he's been doing that for a minute. But yeah, intense situation, and that is so exactly like here, like right above his stomach, because he does got a beer belly, but right above that, and it's like big. And I was got the tumor, and which he does need chemo for, and just hoping he goes for it. Very much not sure what direction he's gonna take, because he is very stubborn, and he's one of the last people in his friend groups that's but most of his friends were much older than him, so that's like you know so he's been trying to like get some time alone, but it's on his neck and it greatly affects his breathing, so I think that's like not the best idea. Hey, let me look that up. Yeah, I couldn't believe his intestines. Like, holy. Interesting, a high fiber diet would be... Why do you think that is? Why would a low fat, high fiber diet quit smoking? He has like 4 or 5 days without cigarettes. Which, he's made it to a week quite a few times, but then falls back pretty hard. And really wish he would get fishing, as his back can't handle the boat. Could hardly handle the pier. And yeah, between his back, the hernia, the tumor, the need for chemo, I do not have a good feeling. He just seems like the type of dude that wants to go on his own terms, as hard as that is. Very stubborn. I think that's what kind of I'm expecting. Hope not. Just avoid trigger foods. I get citrus. I wonder if he still drinks a lot of orange juice. Usually with... Not kidding. But everything in his body is causing him pain, and I think that's the... kind of the, straw... the multiple straws in the camel's back. I don't really know what that saying means. Broke the straw in the camel... The straw that broke the camel's back. Which, after seeing a long time ago, there was a picture after a hurricane of a single piece of straw sticking out of a tree. Which, I've seen pictures of like 2x4s and that kind of thing, but it was just one piece of straw, like straw grass, sticking in a tree. Let me grab my cup. Got some feathers. These are the white marabou feathers for the deceivers. Okay. They stink. Ooh, they stink. Interesting, though. I think the really, really low quality ones that I found are actually a little longer. I really can't wait for glue. That's marabou. Tried separating on the feathers last night. Yeah, that's wild. These are from a fly shop And these are like the cheapest as cheap could get. Much longer, much fuller. But these will just be for smaller deceivers. That's wild. I wish I knew what, where these ones were from. But more the merrier, because then that keeps me from not wanting to use the stuff. Oh shit. I am so sorry. I kind of, I don't know much about the human body, to be totally honest. I really don't. It scares the shit out of me. Same thing with space. Space and the human body, holy phew. But I always thought hernia was like a pulled muscle that balls up. And I know that's ridiculous, but that's what I always thought it was. And, man. Sorry to hear that, Anne. I wouldn't have been making so many faces at the imagery. But, I did look up internal imagery. So, but... See, the woman I know that had hernia, she was able to have it removed, no issues. And, however, my dad's is really big. I hope it's not as extensive, because there's a little gnat flying around. Second hernia operation, holy shit. Y'all are tough as steel over there. I see it in the... I mean, I don't do much world traveling. However, I try to via the internet. I try to see everybody. Trying to fight the urge to keep talking. I do want to find... I've been looking for the waterfalls, however, thank God for reviews, and especially the videos, because it seems like 90% of them, you don't even hear the water, you just hear a motor. That's what she had. It was in the groin region. Yeah. See, that's what I'm hoping. Like, is his outlook. I can see it going both ways. Either like, give up completely or not even close. Very stubborn and very hard to gauge. Hiatal upper. Yeah, human bodies are tough. We might not be able to grow back tails we lose. However, wild that there's lifting. Can't wait till everyone can afford exoskeletons. Those things that could be worn. I've only seen them, not Boston. Forgot who put them out that I saw. The robotics, like exoskeletons that you just could wear and you could lift like unimaginably heavy things. I think if that, instead of rolling out a bunch of robots, how about rolling out a bunch of exoskeletons? had to take the bag for the fur from these. For some reason, I have a bunch of these holders that holds decorative plates. But I'm thinking of an easier solution for, like, this is another jewelry strand that I had used in markets. And this is actually in a farm gift shop for a while. So I found these at a thrift store. And this is just an old frame I put some chicken wire on. But I can hang the cards on this instead of trying to make a hanging rack. I don't think Tuppence would want that in their shop, but maybe one of the farm stores. That doesn't want to hang. What? Thank you for your cooperation. Just have to get this. I haven't been able to play COD for the last few days because of updates. Oh, it's up. Oh, there's no way. It's still updating. It's been like 2 days. I think this is the PS4 update this go around though. That's gonna take a minute. Stared at it for a good few seconds and it hasn't budged. The updates take forever on this guy. Oh, that's really gonna... It hasn't budged a single percent. Ooh, that would be nice. Thought I found the perfect vise. And it came in a travel kit and everything. However, the reviews all say the thing is useless. That would be nice. Could perhaps print a hook gauge. However, I don't know how to make sure it's scaled to the exact size. Oh, I can't wait to get back time. This is torture. And the 26th is when the weighted lead wire comes, which I'm really excited for, because I'm pretty much just focusing on wet flies and streamers, and be able to actually get things down there. Right now I've just been using some split shot to get things down. However, not hitting the bottom, not even close, and straight up lead. I still can't get over that lead wire. Wow. I have lead solder, but I don't know what I could coat in it. I don't doubt it. Have you ever tried going metal detecting or magnet fishing? Magnets are pretty dang easy to come by. I don't know if there's like something similar to Arbor Freight. Harbor Freight here is like a discount tool shop. You get magnets really cheap, but I can imagine you could pull up a lot of history, and it's easy on the body, and something that really, I feel like it would become addicting really fast, especially the coinage. I can't imagine the coins and the buttons. I really like watching mudlarking videos. River Thames. I think you need a permit now, but that's just a matter of like going into an office or online and paying a little fee, which the stuff people find worth it. I can't imagine. And anywhere magnet fishing. Someone in New York, I believe, found a safe that had like 100 grand or something, 10 grand or 100 grand. That's a funny point. I always say that about Tomb Raider because Tomb Raider is an archaeologist. Well, she's a Tomb Raider. She causes so much destruction to these temples to find a little like. I love Tomb Raider, but I always thought that part was really funny. Like, found the relic, temple is destroyed. Nice. I've got to look that up because that's something I've always been wanting to get is the metal detector. However, it seems so hit and miss. And my uncle was like, "You could borrow mine. It doesn't work." And then I gave it back because it didn't work. And then he went and had it fixed. Like, jeez. Whites. They also make the best feathers. I know it's a totally different whites, but whites. Spectrum. XL. Oh, it's. I accidentally ended up on a site that was really in praise of it. So white spectrum. Oh. Holy shit. Well, I found one on eBay. Very hit or miss. Oh my god. So where would you find it? Hey. That doesn't seem bad. Free shipping. 335 bucks. I mean, I never seen for under 1,000. Like a metal detector that you'd actually find stuff with. Found plenty of bottle caps, but any detector I've ever had, I've found more just with my own eyes and picking random spots to dig. Oh, I really wish I could figure out why it doesn't let me in the chat. It said it emailed me a code, but I never seen no code. Oh, more flies were listed. This browser is not supported, so maybe that's why. I'm trying to sell off a bunch of my statues. would be nice to get into chat so I can see. I have an impossible amount of statues, and I'd rather get them gone before any break or anything like that. If you ever see anything on eBay, like it. There's a huge possibility that the seller will offer you a discount. It's pretty amazing. I've gotten a lot of stuff also by messaging the seller and asking if it's going to be discounted anytime soon or if there's much interest in it, and they'll send a really good offer. That's how I got the 133 for like, I think it was like $11 or something. The small ones were much cheaper, but the 133 was really affordable. I just messaged the person. It's like, this is real sick. Can't find it anywhere else. And it's like, yeah, it is pretty sick. Here's the offer. That's essentially how it went down. Three left. There's just 2 more things, and I'm complete, and I'm cut off from buying anything else. I gotta, like, sign out of everything, I think. But 2 more things. Eyes, ears. No, just kidding. Gotta get some fish ears. But, hello, Billy B. Right on. Fisher underwater. Oh, yeah, the underwater sounds so soon. Fisher underwater. I wish I was swimming. What is it? Is it a metal detector? Yeah. I do have my eye out, or eye on this one. I think it was on Amazon. Underwater metal detector. And it's just a handheld disc. And, not sure how good they are. $85. Still for that, I would probably go on eBay. But I'm not sure about them. Oh, a person found a tent spike. I was watching a video on YouTube the other day. Somebody was selling their house, but they knew one of their relatives hid some money in it. So they hired a treasure hunter to find it in their house. But like this kind, not this specific one, but like this style, like one to just keep it in your hand swimming, I think would be ideal. Especially because already down there with the camera, so could capture and find. So this might be nice. Code has his grandpa's fishing. I'll show you I found on Amazon also 5 fishing rod and reel combo. I think by Martin, and for $42 or $43. I think this is probably going to be the first thing I I go for, because then don't have to worry about anything. And there's not a lot of spots where, like a roll cast, if I haven't filtered through all the casting methods, however, I really like the roll cast, so I think I'm going to really try to practice that one. Code actually practices every now and then with the his grandpa's pole. However, it's too Gucci. I don't want to mess anything up, and I really, there's a few aspects that quite honestly quite confused by. Like when you hook a fish, I always see so much slack line. It's just it defies all physics. But I look, and I know it will make sense when I tactily experiment. $1,500, holy shit. See, I think in my mind I'm like, well, you'll find so much and it'll pay for itself. But I don't know if I'd be able to sell anything. I have a bad habit of hoarding finds. And I think it would be really hard to part with stuff. My friend and his wife are really avid beachcombers. I don't think they use any form of metal detector. They just are swimming up and down the coast 24/7, and he finds gold necklaces left and right. And it's incredible. But we're always just wanted to pull some gold out of the ocean. And gold is so gorgeous, and it doesn't corrode, and like when you find it, it just looks so it's just it looks like one of the one of the greatest experiences to be had on this planet. But this is the combo, and the reviews are quite good. Been waiting until I got a bunch of flies to try with it and a little bit more understanding, but I think it looks fine. I have nothing to base that off of. Wow. I use a minnow, Klauser's minnow. Those are the ones. I'm trying to get these eyes, but I don't know what size to get. And all the sizes reach different depths. If it's lead, or if it's not lead, you go a size bigger, because they're a little over half the weight, but decent reviews. You know, they get really expensive. I had no idea how I already knew it was Gucci, just didn't know how Gucci. And like the tippets or the leaders, oh, complete angler, and they're like over $100. Oh, gotta definitely really make sure I know the knots and stuff like that, because holy trucks. I think I would cry if I lost any part of it, really. Besides the flies, because that's what I love about the tying and learning how to tie, because you can always tie another. It's not like trying to find something the same at a store or something. You can just produce the same. And it's pre-spooled with backing and leader, and it includes some flies. And it includes some flies, a nice egg fly, comes with popper, which I've never used poppers before, which I think it looks great. Very curious. And I was gonna try to find a bullwhip to practice landing a long, heavy line in a singular spot. However, did not know how expensive bullwhips were. Also, kind of thought that was they were a little more affordable. However, they're all hand knotted, so I guess they're like over 100. And been looking on eBay, and like a 16-foot one. The longer the better, because I feel like that would be that you'd get really good practice. And this one's made out of kangaroo. Wild. $200. Oh, but I get it, you know. Kangaroo hide, leather. Wild. This one. But yeah, maybe even, I don't know what else could be used to kind of imitate that movement and objective. There's only like 3 packs of those feathers left. I have never been this torn in my life. Some things I don't deem essential enough. What's the difference between Ewing and a Bugger pack? Ewing, I know I can find them locally. I just haven't succeeded in that yet. Because this Ewing middle dyed patch seems like it will do the trick. Live in a agricultural area. There's roosters everywhere. However, anytime I'm looking for something specific, it's like looking at an atom or something. Yeah, and cob coins. Oh my god, it would be wild finding a cob coin. Cob coins are the Spanish coins. That's what I know them as, cob coins. A father and son actually found like a huge pile of coins, and it was very shallow water. And God, that would be sick. Cause like a goal for my dad's boat whenever he is able to move a little bit would be getting some form of detector on it to scan even further, because like the boat itself could be a sensor. It's already got a fish finder on it, but the boat itself could be a sensor, and so while you're fishing, it's also like dinging for all kinds of things. And like there's little drones, they're really affordable, and the ones with the little operational hands, a little pricier, however, could mark the spot. And yeah, metal detectors. You should check. Maybe there might be a spot near you where you can rent one. There used to be a place out here, not out here, but in Palm Beach County you could rent one, but that's long gone. And might be able to rent one because, like, here you gotta really either hit the ocean or find like the historical areas, and like every now and then somebody will find a sterling button and that kind of thing. And the few areas where like wars took place, like it's a huge no-no to metal detect there, and you can find all kinds of stuff. There's this one part called Riverbend in Jupiter, really nice spot. There's an old house, one of the early settlement houses. And it's wait, are you the $60 guy? I was trying to think of something. Okay, anyway. This is just fine. I just don't know. And I got a bunch of points. I really wish it would log me in. But I'm a little spoiled with the internet. I have no recollection of what email or password I used for the site, because I just kind of used the sign in with, and then it did all the work for me. Luke Bryant. Oh. I wish I got to see Jimmy Buffett in concert, but that is unrelated. Never heard of Luke Bryant. I am always looking for, the only country music I know is like Hank Williams Sr., Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Conway Twitty, those guys. I never... Alma Mater. Oh. But I remembered, totally unrelated, but Shaq is a Mason. Shaquille O'Neal is a Freemason. I don't know why that popped into my mind. the picture makes so much sense. Because the dude's tall. Don't know why that pops into my mind, but yeah, Shaq's amazing. I think they're all kind of like clubs at this point. Clubs with cool imagery. He's I guess he's a retired Freemason. And Sugar Ray Robinson, I remember him. Been watching some UFC, and I already forgot, UFC, not UFC, Pride. Pride is just a little bit more intense. UFC's great. I used to watch the matches, or I don't know if they're called matches, but a bar downtown Lake Worth used to project them onto the wall, and Pride, what is it? Mixed martial arts. I can't remember what the brothers' names are. It's like Elemenko or... Yeah, Emelianenko. Those dudes are intense. And then the other guy was, Prime Mixed Martial Arts. He was Croatian. Yeah, Marco Krokop. Dude's intense. But, randomly, started watching the Prime, because, back when I watched the UFC fights, my friend was really into mixed martial arts until his life was destroyed. It was self-defense, clearly, but they're just... One day I'll make a whole video on that, because it's really actually important to me. There's a lot of I guess you'd say private prisons out west, and it's brutal. Mirko Krokop, MIRKO space CRO space COP. Wikipedia still can't be sold. We're sorry we've asked you a few times recently, but it's Wednesday, October 23, and this message will be up for only a few hours. We're happy to consult Wikipedia often. If everyone reading this gave $2.75, we hit our goal in hours. Just 2% of our readers donate, so if Wikipedia has given you $2.75 worth of knowledge, please give. Any contribution helps. What does that mean? Wikipedia still can't be sold. This little gnat is driving me nuts. I don't even know how I got here. Ew. God, I'm so lost right now because it just it deems waiting for glue to be so dang important. Bryant versus United States. Oh, is that the Luke Bryant? That dude? Bryant appeals his conviction of illicitly selling firearms in violation of federal. Oh. Is that country singer? The Brian? In both articles, it just referenced by last name. Oh, okay. Luke Barton is his cousin. I did want to go to Scotland so bad. Poe got a lot of footage of his family and stuff like that. Posted a little bit of it on his channel. Like his cousin and wild bunch, quite literally. Oh, okay. Cousin. Oh, Celeste. I'll be real, I thought that was like a law term the first time I saw it. Because I know there's a whole another language within law. That is intense. The, unrelated, but the Elemenian, oh gosh, why can't I ever pronounce it? Crime, mixed M.A. Russian brothers. Fedor is legit. Alexander, I think, is the younger one, and he has ties with the Russian mafia, and really intense people. But Like, they wanted Fedor to fight in, to fight something, and they had, like, a children's match first, and he was like, that's messed up, and, didn't fight in that match. Not fight against children, but, like, fight in a match where there were also, like, child fights, and, they had his daughter attacked while she was walking home from school. It's the whole thing. The Emelianenko brothers. Emelianenko. Really intense. I don't know much about mixed martial arts, however. Absolutely wild. And it's just yet another corner of the planet that exists. Oh yeah, right in the air. Kid Yeah, the Almanian. Really interesting to look at, though. Russian mafia guy in his but yeah. I want to check the mail again. I can't wait. Impossible. Why does it sign me out every 2 seconds? Oh man, one more day. I think I got it. It's Florida. There's all kinds of things flying in the air, especially in the swamps. It's literally. Oh no, I didn't get it. There is a gnat that is. Please. Damn. Georgia. Just got a few more days. Georgia. They're both in Georgia. They both came from Colorado. Everything that I've been getting for flight time has been in Colorado. I can't imagine the shops they have. Must have been both from the same. What are the odds of that? But I really want to throw the reel in the or the soft plastic some more. I'm just so freaking afraid of catching something because I have a net, but it's very short. It's for crabs, and I just can't imagine catching something big and having to pull it up the canal while it's flopping around. I feel bad, and so, but computer died. Dang it. I'm gonna grab some more caffeine because I gotta get something done today. Oh, it's on. It is on. I'm trying to wake up a little bit. Just so. Two days. I'm just curious to see how much the price jumps. Because it's $90. Well, $100. Oh, new season of everything. Oh my god, no. No. I just. Man. Two days it's been downloading. 2 days. And it's really hard to keep the PlayStation on. 2 days. Great. I think I'm gonna take the dogs for a walk. I have to take them separately or else they go crazy. But oh, it's already been downloaded? Three hours left. The other one says 10 hours left. Man, they really make you wait. I'm gonna go for a walk with the dogs. Keep myself from falling asleep. I just can't. Yesterday I was so out of it. Yeah, Colorado. We went to Fort Worth or Fort Collins. What was it? Fort something. And the whole time I was like, feels like Disney World or something. There's something really like fake feeling about this town. Just like the setup. Turns out one of the designers of Disney World designed that also. And so it was accidentally dead on. Really cool place, a lot of cool shops and stuff like that. But it was just an odd experience to say the least. But I'm sure it was really frumpy. Got it for $2 at one of those shops that has shirts for $2. But yeah, Colorado's really nice. Fort Collins was really nice too. However, like Old Colorado City, Cripple Creek, Victor, and Manitou. Manitou especially. It's just one of those places like gnomes are real. It's looks like a fairy tale. I pulled it up on this phone. Manitou, and the area that I lived briefly was absolutely decimated by a rock or flash flood, mudslide. But it is really nice. That's part of the main street. really, really nice. Plenty of places to wander. But then, like, the entrance into Manitou is this really charming little bridge. And, incredible. A lot of history up there. A lot of structures to climb. I think find an entrance picture. Manitou Springs entrance. And, maybe bridge. I don't know. It's a nice stone bridge. I'm thankful to have been able to spend so much time there. And, all on the same bus route too, from Old Colorado, or, Colorado Springs. I think it was the number 3. Takes you to Old Colorado City, then Manitou, and then onward. Almost got it. There's a gnat that struck me nuts. Whoa. We got a lot of those shops here. Everything is spandex and has just indescribable shops. And maybe I ate a huge bowl of pasta before coming on stream, and it has done wonders for my energy levels. I ate pretty much small plates, but I made a huge thing of pasta a few days ago. Had 2 packs of ground meat that needed used, and I don't like food waste, so I've just been trying to eat through it all. And oh my god, I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I don't eat pasta terribly often, however, it's one of my favorite foods. And the reason why I don't eat it terribly often is because I fall asleep instantly. And I have 10,000 pesos somewhere, and I think it's like $10. I'm trying to find. I have an old bank envelope, but it has some really, really old bills in it, and I cannot find it anywhere. I know I put it in a safe spot, but a little too safe. I haven't seen it in years at this point. But like $2 bills, that kind of thing. Dollar bills that are like way smaller than the dollars we know today. And man, I can't believe how long this is gonna take. 2 days already. And I think I'm gonna stick with Modern Warfare 3. Black Ops seems pretty sweet, but I don't know. I like where I am currently. And for the price of a hook vice, there's just no way. Yeah, comfort foods. Comatose foods. 7. Whoa. I remember a long time ago they were supposed to re-evaluate some currencies, the dong and dinar. And I'm not sure if that ever happened. When they reevaluate a currency, sometimes a dollar could jump to $5, and if you got a few bucks, it jumps pretty quick. I'm not sure what happened with that. This gnat will not stop. But before it gets too dark, well, it's 6, so got like an hour. And maybe that'll help wake me up a little bit, get some fresh air. Gonna take the dogs for a walk. Not sure who's going first. Usually whoever seems to be more excited. And, which is so funny. Ever since I started walking church more extensively, because huge yard, they get a lot of running in and all that. However, they're wanting to, like at night, terribly night blind, but it's so sweet being able to be led by a dog and not even really worry about having to see anything. And even though there was one plant that looked just like a human and I jumped 50 feet in the air, this time I'm gonna knock it down because it gets me every time. But Lucy would always instantly pull herself back to the house. However, started walking church extensively, and she finally is really into it and goes straight and not in corkscrews. German Shepherd, very nice. Hope you're having a beautiful day, Spencer. Still so freaking out of it. Ate the biggest pasta, buttered pasta with a lot of Parmesan cheese. I really like Parmesan. It's become like a seasoning. Could eat on anything now. It's like salt almost. Drink 3 more Monster. Yeah. And German Shepherds are beautiful. I think that's one of the breeds that I'd be really interested in if I ever got myself a pup to raise. And been looking for a Labrador for my dad. And yeah, y'all in the UK got a lot of different breeds and a lot of water breeds, which I've been trying to learn more about that. And I feel like Church would run so fast that the leash would just break. Very skittish. But he loves the walks. He knows like what part we walk to and everything, and he just likes to get there now. And really night and day difference. And there's something else. Would like to get it to the point where I could bring them to the lake and stuff like that. Lucy is elderly, so her hips aren't in the best condition. She's very old, and Church is a pup, so 2 very different walks. And Church can make it, or Lucy can make it a little farther than Church, because Church is a bulldog, so his breathing isn't the best. And Boykin Spaniel. A little over a year, I think. I think it was my last birthday. I already forgot that died. Oh no. My notebook is still in my bag. I'll take a screenshot. Yeah, I've been really looking at a lot of the spaniels come up when I look that up too. That would be ideal. And usually get some more courage, especially walking around at night, and because they could pick up on so much more that I can't. And think about over a year. Actually, it might be coming up on 2 years. Time has been fluid for me these last. I can't seem to keep up with time anymore. I did find a chocolate lab. I'm not sure if she was adopted yet, because he wants a female dog. All of his dogs have been female black labs, and I was essentially raised by one, and December 9th, and which they have that like updated zodiac chart where it says a different not Sagittarius, I forgot what it's called, but I like my Archer Man horse just fine. I think the other one is like something with a serpent, which is crazy seeing all this stuff about the tunnels under Dodie's house and everyone's saying it's fake. Do you know how many times I've seen like the tunnels under the Playboy Mansion? And I'll have like pictures from the 70s of them like repairing certain sections of the tunnels. And not only that, the Prohibition days there was bars and full on cities essentially under LA. And that's why it's called Serpent City. But there's a lot coming out of that, and because I just been saying Hollywood is a sex cult for so long that it's just wild to see it all coming to light, and like in the mainstream too. And diet. I think you'd be fine with the chocolate one. That's why I kind of broadened the search, and because he's been looking for quite a long time, and I just I gotta put more effort into it. I scanned just about every Florida pet group I could, and found quite a few. However, it seems like in the groups they go really fast and find homes really fast, which is beautiful. No complaints there. However, yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. LA has its own catacombs, and I'm actually not sure my blood type. I went to go donate blood not too long ago, and this is when I still drank alcohol, so it's a while ago, not too long ago, it's years ago. And I was like, I had a few beers, is that fine? And he's like, yeah, it's fine, come on in. But my heart rate wouldn't slow down, so they couldn't do it. Yeah, I saw that. I really like the video where they it was a bear, and everyone thought it was a human in a bear costume because how odd the you know, not odd, but yeah. I also saw they were like painting mountains green. I don't know how true it is, but I saw it online, and and saw also a lady dye her dog to look like a cartoon red fox, which I thought was really adorable because they have dyes that are you know, non-toxic, and unfortunately the outcomes are quite adorable. I would, yeah. I remember people dyeing their dogs with Kool-Aid, like nice pink poof. Yeah, that's right. China does have pyramids, which I guess there's no surprise there. I wish they'd let someone scan it, because last I heard they weren't allowing anybody to scan them. There is that one. What is it? Chongqing. There's a city in China that looks really, really like a whole nother world to visit. I mean, it is. However, like you'll be on the 22nd floor, and it feels like you're on the ground floor. It's very mountainous, so the buildings are wild, like topsy-turvy. Chongqing, I think. Cheongqing. Cheong. Yeah, Chong. Okay, so Chongqing. But oh my god, really intense. I want to experience that once. My friend lives in China. He hasn't been in this region yet. Isn't that insane? That's intense. Gotta experience at least once. You got trains going into buildings. You got ground floors that are really 22 stories in the sky. Really nice. Really neat. Ooh. Got a lady writing people's names in rainbow paper. I really like going through the live streams. There's this one guy, Paper Architect, I believe, and he makes model tanks and all kinds of stuff with cardboard. It's really inspiring. Because I wonder if you could use that kind of method and lacquer finish or UV resin finish to make any type of art possible. I see a ton on Thingiverse, however, I don't really know how to attach to. It's dead, and I keep trying to turn it on. And gonna go for that walk and try to wake up a little bit. Freaking so zonked. I think definitely gonna go a few months without pasta again. I just love this stuff. I can't stop eating it, and fall right asleep. But anywho, hope y'all have a beautiful day. I would bring y'all, but the service doesn't seem to want to cooperate out there. However, Code said he could make a internet booster thing, and so hopefully soon, because it's really nice fishing at the canal, especially targeting panfish. They're nice and small, so I have no problems getting those up. However, I feel like the rig that I have currently is going to catch something larger than what I usually catch down there, and I got a few bites that, what a thrill that was. It really was. Feeling it being yoinked, and I got too excited, of course, so I moved it, and but you're not supposed to, because the bass is repositioning it. If that's what it was repositioning it to gobble it, and it could have been the little panfish chomping on it. And yeah, isn't that fascinating? Incredible. The underwater footage is leading to so much more understanding, and I can't wait to start getting my own footage of what these flies do. And I made one for Code's rig up because it didn't have any flies, and gonna test it at the pond. And I'm just gonna stick to the spinning reel until I find a beater up, and then give it a go and learn a thing or two, because I know the water, all the water contains gators out here, and so not exactly sure. A lot of the videos I see, people are like standing in the middle of running streams, so I'm trying to find more targeted videos like bank fishing and that kind of thing. Until I could get to the ocean, because then you can go waist deep. Very, very, very excited for that. Saltwater or fly fishing and saltwater on the shore is just going to be next level. Could attach like a metal detector to one leg and a camera to the other. Yeah, but anyway, happy trails. Hope y'all have a beautiful night. And yeah, if you're into some reading, the first chapter is really good. I haven't made it very far past there, but Linda Greenlaw is a great human being. But yeah, stay on the bank. Yeah, no, I've been looking for one of those basket type things. A lot of people use them on the piers, and it'll have a flat bottom. I believe they're also used for crabs. Been trying to find one of those. Just can't run into the same one that I saw this one kid have. And nice quality, but the ones online I'm seeing are very thin. And yeah, but any recommendations, I'm all ears. And especially anything that helps the fish a little bit more, because that's one of the downsides of the canal fishing and not being able to get in the canoe. Canoe is perfect because it's right at the water line, and not tugging too hard, and the fish isn't airborne for long. So But happy trails. I hope y'all have a beautiful night. And thank you for joining, and I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow. I think I'm going to take a walk and eat more pasta. It's got to be eaten, or else it's going to go to waste. And I think today's probably the last day it's going to be decent. But, so the misery I feel now, I shall just engage with a little bit longer until there is no waste. And definitely will be sleeping good tonight. So happy trails. Any recipes too. Recipes. Even if it's just a certain spice and meat combination. Any recipes. Always looking for easy things to create. Easy things to make that feed for a while. Saves time and energy. But also produces a lot of energy.